All right, welcome back to OD5. I'm actually at Lake Lanier checking out a spot here. I think this area is called Gainesville, Georgia. So the lake is out here. All right, guys, we might be in business. It's called a nice bluegill. That's a really nice bluegill. Looks healthy. Guess who might be having a fish sandwich tonight? Winner, winner, bluegill dinner. It's a good fish. All right. We're on our way. First keeper fish here in Georgia. How about that? All right, checking back in. So this is Lake Lanier freshwater fishing base camp. You see my would-be minnow bucket if I was in North Carolina or at the coast, housing my bluegill at the moment. And here's my chair, my bag back there. Got everything just kind of tossed. And then of course you can see I had to revert back to my old ways and get my rods propped up like I would if I was at Snow's Cut. But this is base camp for today. You see my hammer down there did work, made one hole, and then took the PVC pipe and, of course, propped my smaller rod in that. So now we just sit back, relax, and enjoy a nice Sunday afternoon. You can see I have a shaded situation going on here because it is quite toasty. I think we're in the 70s today. So life is good, can't complain. So thanks for stopping by, and hopefully we'll break back in with some more action. Keep watching. I don't know if you can see those or not, but they're just along the edge of the rocks here. So if you are a local Georgia fisherman and you know about these shad, if these are fish that I can throw on, because I would imagine that a striper would love them, let me know if that's something I can do. All right, keep watching. Okay, so I left the spot I was in. Didn't catch anything but that one bluegill. Ended up giving that away to a gentleman, and he actually traded me, gave me a carp, which I really haven't been a fan of carp. Haven't had it in many, many, many years. But he said they were pretty good, so I think I'm gonna try it. I actually have one, but I'm at a new spot here. Yeah, so I'm checking it out. I'm gonna walk a little bit. This is a pretty nice spot here. Looks like a spot to launch a kayak. I would think that the dam is open right now because the current is moving pretty good. Saw a YouTube video today. This is Jones Creek, or Johns Creek, I think it is. But my understanding is that there is some pretty good trout fishing. So I'm on the hunt for what's popping here in the ATL. So I'm gonna walk this trail a little bit. I did see another area up here that appeared to be more of a boat landing type spot. But these guys were using salmon eggs and they were doing pretty good. Again, that was a YouTube video I watched. But like I said, you can see the current right now, pretty strong. So I think the idea would be to find a spot that is not so strong in the current. So we'll see. Keep watching. This right here, for example, looks like a good spot. When the water's not running, I could kind of maybe wait out a little bit and be able to get a cast or two in. But my wife asked me today when I told her I was going fishing, because she knows how challenging it's been since I came here to Atlanta. She asked me had I done any homework, and so I'm doing homework, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a little path, and I'm just gonna back out without falling. So gotta know where to go. All right, so we're back on the main path here. Just scouting it out, doing my homework, because God willing, we're gonna figure this thing out. Because the reality of the matter is I cannot go to the coast every weekend as much as I would like to. That's just not going to be time or budget friendly to do. So I need to figure this out. And again, from what I saw in the video, this particular waterway is below Beaufort Dam and is an ideal habitat for rainbow trout because the water temperature stays cold. So that's what's up. Let you know. Right here is definitely a good spot. You can see there's an otter out there doing his thing. But I like this spot a lot. You can see the water's pretty calm, even though the water's running pretty good. If I was prepared today, I would definitely fish right here. I'm trying not to drop my phone in the water because just got the iPhone action going right here. But yeah, this definitely looks like the real deal. So yeah, coming at you soon. OD5 goes trout fishing for rainbow trout. So I got to figure out, do my rest of my homework, figure out as far as license and all that good stuff is concerned. But looks like a good little depth in the water right here as well. Obviously, like I said, I'll be fishing for rainbow trout, but I would imagine that there are other varieties of fish in here as well. Trout, bass, bluegill. They can, of course, get in that bucket too. So stay tuned. So like I said, moving here to Atlanta, I promised you I was going to figure it out. And we're still in that process, but we are indeed going to figure it out. So thank you for stopping by. And until next time, be kind to the fish. I think if I'm feeling adventurous, this could be a spot. You can see this is actually a tree that's down. You know, maybe I could sit right there on the edge of that and, you know, cast right out here. Again, if the current's slow, it's all about the current being right and not racing. Like I said, I think right now, just looking at it, probably the dam is open, but I need to take a look at the charts and see when the water's running and when it's not. That'll help me out too. I'll use all of that detail to plan my first trip, and I still got to find out whether I actually need to have a special license to fish for trout, because I think that might be the case. I do have a regular license though. Here's another spot, you know, kind of like it's a little access, assuming the water's not very, you know, that's one thing I'm gonna have to be cautious of, obviously, when I'm coming out here and calling myself wading and all that, making sure I'm not stepping in a deep hole and taking a dip. But we'll call it trial and error. We'll call it trial because error is not an option, stepping in a deep hole with waders on. So I'll keep you posted on that. Thought I was gone, but I'm still scouting in this spot right here now. This spot is great, really great, because again, nice casting area overhead, so you can get on out in the water. Nice area to get back off of the water. You can see somebody left their trash, but you can see there's a good span of space. You know, so you could actually come down here with a couple buddies or family day, whatever. This is nice. So don't be surprised to hear the Mrs. voice in the background, because I'm sure she's gonna come out and hang out with me from time to time as well. So yeah, had to come check this out. So I'm taking some pictures, giving myself some landmarks, little breadcrumbs, how to get back to some of these places, because when you're in the woods, everything looks the same. So all right, back on the path. I think the thing I'm learning to try to find spots is you just look for little areas that are kind of trampled down. More times than not, somebody's gonna be leading you to the pot of gold. That is a good little fishing spot. And this one ain't bad. It's almost like there's a little creek mouth right here. Not a lot of good footing for this spot though, but in a pinch. And again, this water's kind of dark in a way, so I can't really see how deep that bottom is. So that's going to take some learning. But again, another nice opening, no less. right over from the bridge. This will be the perfect spot for me to launch my canoe kayak once I figure out my truck situation. So as we're making our way back to the car, I'm feeling excited, a little bit encouraged about the prospect of coming out here and catching some rainbow trout, which I've never caught a rainbow trout in my whole life. So I have some homework to do. You can see life jackets are required if you're going to be kayaking. All right, so here's a little information too. River may rise without warning. Water temperature of the Chattahoochee can be extremely cold and hypothermia can take effect. So that's what the one gentleman was saying. So here's your information. Check the flow before you go. So that information is as much for you as it is for me. And you can see there you have it. That's how you come out here and have a safe day and not get swept away. All right, I didn't mean for that to rhyme because it's not funny. But yeah, be safe. Make sure you pay for parking. You have a parking machine down here. $5 for a daily permit and $40 for an annual pass. So there you have it right there.